Let's say you've made your best song yet and you believe that it sounds amazing and you really want people to listen to it. Then you upload it to Spotify, you upload a video to YouTube, but you still just don't get the amount of streams that you want to. Well, I'm gonna show you some strategies that I used to get onto bigger playlists and to get more people to listen to your Spotify in the upcoming weeks and in this video. And the first thing I'm gonna show you is playlist push. And I'm also gonna tell you if I think that it's worth it or not. And believe me, I have a mixed opinion on this because I've done 2 campaigns and one, I was kinda happy about it, and the second one, the most recent one, not so much. If you're happy to spend $250 on music promotion or more, then this video is for you. And if you think about spending less, then it's not. Because unfortunately for playlist push, you can only start from $250, or I think now it's even $300. But for the purpose of that promotion, I used the discount code that gave me a little bit off. So if you want to use that too, I'm gonna put that in the description. It gives me a little bit of money. This is a disclaimer. It gives you some % off and it gives me a little bit of money. So we both win if you want to do that. I'm gonna show you how to sign up for DistroKid, what's the process, and what you can expect if your song follows certain standards. Because this is my second campaign that I've been doing. The first one went really well. I got into, I think, 7 or 9 playlists. This time I only got positive replies by 5 people, but one person added us to 5 or 6 playlists. My first campaign was about 6 months ago. The second one was about 1 month ago. So I do have very fresh results and some long-term results that can show you what happens to the song in the long term. Right, let's get right into it before I continue talking. If you're interested in this, every week I'm going to show you how to make a song and how to get it out to the masses. This week I'm going to talk about playlist push. Hopefully it's helpful. If it is, press like. Let's get into it. Right, we're gonna go on playlistpush.com, and first you have to select that you're an artist. I release music. So then we go on set up a campaign and type in our email address and name and upload the song. This is especially important if your song is not out yet. When we did this campaign, Brainwashed, that's the song name, was not out yet. So you upload the MP3 or WAV file and then put the song name and the artist name. Add a social link and then the music language and where you are from and your hometown. Right, there's 2 choices, Spotify playlist promotion and TikTok video promotion. We are gonna go for Spotify playlists, but our song is not out yet. If your song would be out, you just copy the Spotify URI in there. You can go on share on Spotify and copy that in this window. Then you have choices. How much do you want to spend? There is no more than $300 and $300 or more. And this is kind of tricky. The first time I went on this website, I pressed no more than $300, but you actually have to spend $300 or more in order for your application to be submitted. If you select less, then they're gonna say you're not gonna get far with that. So you have to do $300 or more. When I first did my first campaign, it was $250 or more. Right, submit for review, and a few days later, you're gonna get, hopefully, a positive email. My track has been accepted, my track Brainwashed, and now the first thing I have to do is select similar artists, 5 similar artists, and then select some genres for targeting. And I find it very hard to find fitting artists, but we kind of had Lauf as an inspiration when we did that song, so we're gonna select him first. What happens now is other suggested artists will pop up. And if your song fits to this artist that you selected and some of these other ones, then you can just select them by pressing the little square on the side. But none of them really fits, so we've decided to go for Hon, which is a big inspiration to me. On the right side, you're gonna see that there's some genres that will pop up. The more artists you add, the more genres will appear. And every time you add an artist, some more recommended and suggested artists will pop up. So now we have a few genres at the moment and a few suggested artists. And we are just gonna add Troye Sivan and maybe a few more artists that we believe are somewhat similar audience-wise or style-wise, and that we believe our song would work in a playlist next to them. Right. Last one is Lainey. So you have to select 5 artists that fit to your style. And once you have done that, you can basically target your genres. We have a few suggested genres there: Australian pop, bedroom pop, and dance pop. Those 3 dots indicate how many playlists Playlist Push has in each category. If something doesn't match, you can just press on that icon and you're gonna exclude those playlists. Our song has nothing to do with rock. we just press there and remove rock from the selection. What other genres do fit and what don't fit? It is not really UK pop and it's not vapor soul. It's not lo-fi either. It's rather a normal pop song. So you can also search for genres, and well, we just typed in pop here, so you can basically see how many different pop variations they have. If you remember in the video about how to upload to Spotify, there were many variations as well, but here are even more, and I find it very hard to select the right genres, but I believe we have some genres where this song could fit into a playlist. So next thing we have to do is save and continue. Here it gets interesting, your target audience. You can submit to playlists that contain artists in a specific language. First of all, it's usually set to English and mixed, but you can also have preferences. So here you see how many people will reach this, and with this slider you can adjust how much you're gonna pay and how many playlists you might get submitted to. So in these settings, we get submitted to 30 playlists by 26 curators. If we change the settings, for example, to only English, we pay about $30 less, but get submitted to less playlists too. We wanted to play around with this a little bit more, so I went back to the first page to remove R&B, because our song is not really R&B. Right, then we saved again, just to see if this makes a difference price-wise. And now when I set my campaign reach like that, to the minimum, I pay $340, but I get submitted to 30 playlists. So I don't really know what's the best thing to do. And now I selected just English. Wow. Then my minimum price would be $400 and I get submitted to 38 playlists. So I really suggest you to play around with the slider, to play around with the preferences. There's the preference to have mixed and English only, but we have decided to go for this one. Just make sure to play around with the genres. If you exclude some genres or include some other genres, it might get cheaper or more expensive, and you might be able to be submitted to more playlists or less playlists. And next thing you'll have to do is go to that calendar, select a start date. We can't start yet because we don't have the playlist link yet. But well, we are gonna look at everything and then apply a discount code. So we're going down from $340 to $314. And if you want to use a discount code as well, that gives you, I think, like 10% off or something, maybe 7. You're gonna see that in the description. I'm gonna put the discount link down below in the description so you can set that. Then on this page, you can basically look through everything and save and continue. You can only pay with credit card at the moment. And once you've done that, your campaign will be scheduled. Right, let's see how it looks now. This is basically what's waiting for you. We still have to set the Spotify track because our song is not out yet. That's about it. To make this video a little bit more interesting, here's a little break. I'm gonna perform you the song that I'm talking about, Brainwashed. If you're not interested in listening to it, you can skip ahead. I'm gonna have the timestamps down below in the comment section and in the description. If you just wanna relax a little bit in between, here I go. It's been a while since I held you in my arms for the last time, and I don't know if we will ever be alright. Things have changed a lot since you were by my side. I don't mind if you moved on and you say you want him by your side, but I don't think that you can ever feel so fine, like when you were mine. I feel like I am brainwashed. My heart's been through so much, but yet the pain of not having you by my side's worse than raindrops falling on my head made me feel brainwashed. 'Cause I still think it's gonna be alright, right. It's gonna be alright, right. It's gonna be alright, right. It's gonna be alright. It's It's about time that I accept that you and I are separate lives, that I'll never wake up your extension mine, but just for a night, can be alright. It's true that all my friends tell me that I should move on. I don't ever wanna realize that you're gone, but I just keep pretending everything's gonna be okay. If I tell it, I'm telling that I'm brainwashed. It hurts so much to thinking about the pain of losing you would make me bleed like raindrops. But I believe in rainbows, so I'm brave. 'Cause I still think it's gonna be alright, right. It's gonna be alright, right. It's gonna be alright, right. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Right, this is how to sign up for Playlist Push, and here are some of my unfiltered opinions about the service. So it's a Spotify playlist pitching service, which means it doesn't guarantee you any placements and it doesn't guarantee you streams. These two factors are actually a good thing, because while you don't get anything guaranteed, those streams and those placements that you're gonna get are real placements. So even if you only get one placement on a bigger playlist or on any playlist, it's most likely gonna be a real playlist with real listeners. But well, if not a lot of people are listening to this playlist, you might not get a lot of streams. So in terms of making back your money, your initial investment of $250, I think I have to disappoint you, because unless your song gets picked up by the algorithm and gets pushed into more people's release radars and discover weeklies, that is most likely not gonna happen so soon. So when my first campaign for my song Never Be, I believe went pretty well. I got into 9 playlists and initially they gave me a big boost. I think I started the campaign about a few weeks after the song was actually released, and if you can try to start it on the day it's released, so your song gets into playlists quicker. But it's still to this day in 2 or 3 of those playlists, which just really proves that some of the curators might care about your song if they actually like it. One person, I think it's actually the playlist that gives Never Be the most streams at the moment, one person has got me on rank 9 in their playlist. That just really proves to me Playlist Push showed them my song and they decided if they like it or not. The problem that I had with the second promotion was a lot of the curators said they really liked the song. I had one really lengthy review that talked about how good the song is, how nice the mixing is, how nice the vocals are, but she didn't add it because it doesn't fit into her style. And that really shows me either I made a mistake and categorized my song wrong, or Playlist Push showed that song to the wrong people. And I believe this is one of the major flaws that playlist services like these have. You can't really decide who you're going to submit to, because they're going to do that for you. And I believe you are the person that knows your song best. You know which genre it fits to. So I believe a function where you can actually look through playlists and submit to specific ones would be super helpful. It is like this on submithub. There are other cons to submithub. It's cheaper, but in my opinion, it didn't really get me the results. I'm going to talk about that in the next weeks as well. But well, for my second song, Brainwashed, we ended up in a few playlists. We got a lot of positive rejections, people that said they really like the song, but it just doesn't fit to their style. And that makes me a little bit sad, because in the end we paid $250 and I did not feel like Playlist Push really considered which playlist they submitted it to. I'm not sure if it's done automatically or by a curator by the Playlist Push team, but I really hope in the future that somebody actually listens to my song and then submits it to playlists where it could fit to. Because just randomly submitting it to playlists that have these specific artists that I selected just doesn't cut it, in my opinion. If you pay this amount of money, you have to have a person listen to your song and then think about this playlist. I know this one would work, this would work, this would work. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes in Playlist Push. All I know is we would have expected a little bit more from the second promotion because we believe the song to be more commercially viable. I don't know if we are wrong or not. You can listen to both songs down below. Well, to kickstart your Spotify playlist promotion, this could be worth it, but don't expect to make the money back. I'm gonna show you the real statistics from my Spotify for Artists profile from the 2 campaigns that I did, and so you can see how many streams I got, how many you might expect. It all depends on the quality of your song, how many curators will add you to their playlists, and also about how many people that listen to their playlists will skip your song, will save your song, will like your song, whatever. If your song isn't really good, then I think you shouldn't invest $250 into it. But I believe if you watched this video so far, you're serious about it, you believe your song is good, and if it is, then, well, you might as well try it. But these are my experiences. My first song has around 20,000 streams after like 6 months. The second one has 20,000 after 1 month, but we invested a lot more into promotion, and I think there is a lot more possible for you. If you have a great song, if you do a great campaign, if you have amazing fans, that makes a big difference how many actual people you have listening to your song. If you do have some, then that's a great advantage. I always believe being in a random playlist can get you short-term plays, but forming a relationship with actual people trumps that every time. Playlist push might give you a little push out of the door to kickstart everything, to get in the first numbers, and maybe you get some fans. I've had a lot of people who saved my song, who liked it, who even might have come to my Instagram or YouTube. But in the end, it's a push, it's a door opener, but it's not the final answer, in my opinion. If you only have a budget of $250 in total for the song, don't invest it in playlist push. If you have a bigger budget like $1,000, you might as well try it. I don't think it was wasted for Never Be. For Brainwashed, I believe we could have invested it better. At least I'm not as happy with the results. But well, if you only have $250, go for something else. You might try Instagram ads, you might try YouTube ads or something like that. Anyways, if this was helpful to you, press like and subscribe for more of these videos. And next week I'm gonna get into the statistics, into the hard facts, into the numbers. How many streams did I get from playlist push playlists, and how many might you expect? And here's one word of advice. If somebody DMs you on Instagram and tells you they can add you to their playlist, probably it's not the best advice. And if you get Instagram ads about a guaranteed Spotify placement, where they also tell you how many guaranteed streams you can get, it's probably fake, and you should never buy fake streams. Look out for these things. Playlist push, in my opinion, most likely not fake streams, but the amount of streams might be a little underwhelming for you. If you want to try it regardless, it might definitely get you some streams. If not, don't say I didn't warn you. Have a great afternoon, have a great day, and goodbye.